My name is Metcalfe. I am a music therapist at Able Artswork. I was the intern at Able Artswork from July 2020 through January 2021, and I was completely virtual. Today, I'm going to be discussing some of my experience as an intern. For anyone that is considering being an intern at Able Artswork, has been accepted to be an intern, and to get a little bit of an idea of what interns' responsibilities are, or for anyone that's just curious about what the responsibilities of an intern are. Congrats, you've made it through the interview, and now you're an intern. I have come up with a few tips myself, as well as a few questions from some other people to help kind of guide you and give you some insight to what your expectations should be from here on out. Some of the questions that I have compiled from other people are practice tips, staffing tips, self-care, balanced workload, and case study. So let's get started. If you're going to in-person, obviously be on time and look professional. If you're still virtual, make sure that your space that you're working in is clean and neat, especially the background behind you. Practice daily. Come into the internship with a songbook, and if it is in a virtual setting, in a document, it's always suggested to have a physical hard copy as well. Give yourself time, maybe increments to work on your workload. Always consider self-care, because things are going to get overwhelming at times. Take little times in the day to give yourself a little walk, especially if you are virtual. You want to make sure that you're getting up and moving your body. Some of the things that I love to do are go for a walk around the block with my dog, garden, meditate, take a bath, exercise. The list goes on, but it's whatever works for you. If there's something that you know you can accomplish, volunteer to do it. Step up, offer to help. Communicate clearly, and ask questions if you're unsure of something. Case study. A case study can be quite daunting, and don't worry, your supervisor is there to help you through it. Come to the table when you first start discussing it with 2 or 3 different ideas, and then you can kind of morph and adjust to what is going to work best. There's so many options at your fingertips of case studies to complete. Another question was board exams. During my internship, there wasn't too much prep for board exams. I also was able to ask a lot of questions to prior interns that had just recently taken them, so always take advantage of people that you can talk to. I was very independent. My expectations and responsibilities, I worked quite a bit on my own, not necessarily the first few weeks, but luckily I had worked with my supervisor prior, and so she knew me a little bit and trusted that I was capable of the responsibilities that I was given. Did I feel prepared for internship? I did, even though going into it I wasn't sure, and I knew that there would be self-doubt and struggles and challenges, which there always are. But Able Artswork particularly was so great. My supervisor, other employees that I worked with were so wonderful, offering to give advice. And even though the first few weeks was challenging and exhausting, because it's a new schedule, a new program, just a new visual in general of life, I did end up feeling like I was prepared, and I really have my prior education to thank for that. I was also asked how welcoming the staff is. If this is something that concerns you, specifically about Able Artswork, don't even worry. The staff is amazing. They're so welcoming. Of course, you'll be working primarily with one program, but you will also visit the other programs, so you'll see how some of the students from the other programs interact, and you'll see a ton of instructors and how they work, which is great for experience, gives you ideas, especially in the virtual aspect. You can see different things that instructors are working on, and you get to know the staff, and they're just really wonderful to work with. Working via telehealth, you never really know quite how to experience it until you're in it and you're doing it. Luckily, I had a little bit of experience as I was finishing my second year of school when the COVID pandemic hit, and so I was able to get some experience in leading sessions over Zoom. Get to know your software that you're working with. Explore new software that is coming out. Google free software, things that you can work with, but also just get really comfortable with ones that are pretty typical, like GarageBand, maybe using Word documents, Google Docs, Google Slides, and PowerPoint. One of the things that I was worried about was if I would connect with the students over telehealth. And though it may have taken a little longer, I definitely got there. Towards the end of my case study, students were saying my name. I knew that they had been recognizing me well into my first and second month, but leading sessions daily really helped, and it was really rewarding to know that they knew who I was and they were responding to me in really good ways. I was also asked if I learned anything about time management skills or organizational as a music therapist, and I definitely did. It just kind of goes and you get used to the scheduling, you get used to prepping sessions, leading sessions, charting, co-teaching, and working on other things, especially in the virtual setting, working on videos like this or prepping for the next week's session plan. Now, I'm sure that being said, there's a lot that I missed out on in person, but just more things to learn when we return to program. If I had one thing to recommend about someone going into the internship, especially here at Able Arts Work, trust yourself, trust your supervisor. You will get overwhelmed, you will have self-doubt, but those are part of the struggles and challenges that you face no matter what, and those are some of the best struggles and challenges that you can face, and as long as you can work through it and make it happen, you will come out the other side with so much joy. If you overcome those challenges, you will be so proud of your successes, and they will be so rewarding. It'll all be worth it. Well, that about wraps it up for the internship tips on interviews and internship experiences. I hope that you learned something and